What's up, everyone? Justin here, back with a predictions, not a quick, short predictions like I've been doing for the past few months. Why do I do short predictions and reviews? Because it's a lot easier and less time. But this premium live event is one of the biggest of the year, one of the original Big Four pay-per-views: Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series. This is Rumble season. WrestleMania season is upon us. So I gotta do a full predictions. There's only 4 matches. I only see 4 matches down. I guess they could do a 5th, but I don't think they will. But let's get to my predictions for the 2024 WWE Royal Rumble Premium Live event on Peacock this Saturday, I believe, not Sunday. It's Saturday. I know it is, because that'd be stupid as fuck to go up against the NFL Championship games. To me, that'd be stupid. I know they've done it in the past, where the Rumble has been on during one of the NFL championship conference championship games. But here we go. If you didn't know, here's a lot of faces on the Rumble poster. Here's a poster. A lot of faces. Cody, Bobby Lashley, Randy Orton, Becky, Asuka, Logan Paul, CM Punk, Jey Uso, Io Sky, AJ, Rhea, Seth. I doubt Seth Rollins will appear on the Rumble if he's not injured and has to go away for a little bit to rehab his injury. And let's start off with Seth, the World Heavyweight Champ. Now, tonight he's going to announce how injured he is, I guess, and his plans and the World Heavyweight Championship plans. Will he have to vacate it, drop it in the middle of the ring? I don't know. I'm not talking about drop it to somebody. I'm not talking about Damian Priest cashing in tonight. But he could, if they wanted to go that way. You could, lightly attack Rollins, I guess, or act like they are taking his knee out, Judgment Day, and then Priest could cash in and win. But this is what I'd rather see. Not a Damian Priest cash in before the Rumble. But I would like if Seth, I know he has I believe, MCL injury, not ACL. ACL is worse. But he was walking around backstage. It was reported, stuff like that. So if he is injured, keep him off TV. I wouldn't even have him vacate the title, but it would make more sense if he gives up the title before the Rumble. But if he is hurt, just let him go away for 2 or 3 months and come back for WrestleMania 40. Again, I don't know what the plans are because I haven't seen Raw yet. I'm doing this predictions before the final Raw before the Rumble. But if Seth is injured, I would have him give up the title, and then Triple H or Adam Pearce comes out, takes the World Heavyweight title, is holding it, and then announces the World Heavyweight Championship will be on the line in the Men's Royal Rumble match. We will crown a new World Heavyweight Champion in the Men's Rumble. That's what I would do. That'd be damn exciting. I hate it, and I feel really really bad and sad for Seth if he's injured and he has to give up the title. And if he has to miss WrestleMania, that would absolutely suck and be heartbreaking if he couldn't even come back at WrestleMania 40. Because it's a fucking historic WrestleMania. It's the 40th anniversary. But, yeah. And then whoever the champ in the men's rumble, the winner gets to be World Heavyweight Champion. It could be CM Punk or Drew McIntyre. Give it to. And if Seth is not back at WrestleMania, I would do CM Punk versus Cody, or Punk versus Drew McIntyre maybe. Or Cody versus Drew versus Punk versus Jey Uso. I don't know. But a friend of mine on Twitter X is going to be at the Rumble Live. I hope you have a great time, Jay, at the Rumble in Florida. It's in Florida, not Texas. I know you're in Texas. Yeah, Tropicana Field, where the Devil Rays play. Or the Tampa Bay Rays, whatever the hell their name is now. But, there's a lot of questions I don't have answers to. Is Seth going to give up the World Heavyweight title? I don't know. Is it going to be put on the line in the Men's Rumble? I don't know. Is Seth and Punk still going to happen at WrestleMania? I don't know. That's a horrible time to get an injury. And don't blame Jinder. I doubt he injured Seth. Injuries happen. It sucks. It really sucks. That injuries can happen at any time. And it makes a lot of sense. I heard someone bring up the NXT talent. Maybe they're training too much and being trained too hard at the Performance Center. Why they keep getting ACL injuries during house shows or training at the PC. Nikita Lyons had an ACL. Who else? Ariana Grace. She had an ACL injury, I think. She was out a long time. And now Cora Jade. And before Cora Jade, sadly, Charlotte got an ACL. But that was a horrible accident, when having a Charlotte slip and fall off the top rope. I don't know how Cora got injured, but it was at a house show in Florida. And that sucks for her. I would like to have seen Cora Jade in this year's Women's Rumble. But she's young. She'll be back better than ever. Hopefully to go on for 10 more years in WWE and not get injured again. Dakota Kai got a torn ACL last year. I believe she's had 2 or 3 knee injuries. Sadly, my God, Tegan Knox, that was the saddest injury I've ever seen. She had like 2 ACL tears, I think, in both knees. Let's get to my predictions. Let's start with the Men's Rumble, but I think the Premium Live event, Royal Rumble, will kick off with the women's. I bet the men's main event. But they should switch it up. Let the women main event. Last year was an all-time great Rumble, in my opinion, for the men and the women. Rhea Ripley won. It was down to Rhea and Liv. And Asuka, that was, my God, that was a great finish. Rhea won, and Cody won. For the Men's Rumble, my predictions, will we get a repeat? Cody Rhodes winning the Rumble back-to-back years. I don't think it's happened back-to-back for the men since Stone Cold did it in 2000. Geez, why can't I think? Stone Cold's a 3-time winner, so I guess he's the last back-to-back winner of the Rumble, I think, is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Can Cody do it? Will he finish the damn story already? And will he go to WrestleMania and get his title shot? I don't think so. I don't think Cody wins the Rumble, but he will get his title shot because I think he wins that in the Chamber to get a title shot. Because they're going to do Elimination Chamber match, and the winner for the men or women will go to WrestleMania. So the Rumble means nothing. My predictions is over. Goodbye. I'm just kidding. The Rumble does mean a lot. Because it's before Elimination Chamber. And the Rumble is more prestigious to win it. If you win the Rumble, you're probably a Hall of Famer, or will be in the future. But I don't see Cody winning for the men. I'm going with the guy that returned at Survivor Series. CM Punk wins a 2024 Royal Rumble. I think you got to give it to him. He just came back. He's a huge draw. He's a merchandise seller. Sells a ton of merchandise. He's ratings. He's great. I'm glad he's back in WWE. He had a good run in AEW. Not at the end. But he did great shit. And I will always defend CM Punk and say he's a bigger star, bigger draw than the Young Bucks and Hangman Page and Jungle Boy. He's better than you four will ever be in your whole careers. You could win multiple world titles. You still, to me, won't be better than CM Punk. CM Punk is just, the guy's a draw. You love him or hate him, you talk about him. I think he's great. I'm glad he's back. So, yeah, CM Punk is my prediction for the men's Rumble. And if the World Heavyweight title is on the line, CM Punk will win it. And maybe you could have Seth make a shocking return before WrestleMania, challenge Punk. That'd be awesome. But if we don't get Seth Punk, that's okay. Do it at SummerSlam. You could put it off. But sadly, I don't want to see Seth miss WrestleMania 40. I don't want to see him miss it. But he might have to. It's out of our hands. I wish I was fucking God and I could heal him. But I'm not. But, yeah, CM Punk for the men. Let's get to the U.S. title match. Kevin Owens challenges Logan Paul. This should be good. The crowd should be fired up. The crowd's fired up when they had a face-to-face on the KO show on SmackDown. Again, they should be really good for the U.S. title. I don't know if Kevin wins. Because I'm thinking they're going to have Logan Paul drop the U.S. title to LA Knight, I think, at WrestleMania. So Logan Paul, I can't believe I'm saying this. Logan Paul wins and retains. I don't want him to. I'll be cheering for Kevin Owens. But, yeah. Logan Paul retains, I think, sadly. Let's go with the Fatal 4-Way. This probably will main event because they always put Roman in the damn main event. He is a draw. Roman. He's a huge star and a big draw. It feels special when he comes out on a premium live event, defends the title because he doesn't show up hardly ever on SmackDown and he doesn't wrestle unless it's a big premium live event. Survivor Series. He didn't even appear. They didn't need him. They didn't miss him. And I truly believe if Roman decides to retire or if he got injured or decided to retire this year, they wouldn't miss him. He'd be missed a little bit. But they have so much talent. they could replace him. Now, I don't know that you could get a heel champion that gets the reactions like Roman does, booed or cheered. It'd be hard to replace Roman with another heel champion. It'd be very hard. But they could do it because they got enough stars. Like, look at Survivor Series, for example. I didn't miss that Roman wasn't on it. I didn't even care. I was like, he's not here. Who cares? There's a ton of other talent, and it was a great premium live event. And we had the shocking return of CM Punk on Survivor Series without Roman on it. And Triple H has been a great booker, to me. He's a great head of creative. The talent loves him and respects him. And he's doing a lot better than Vince would, because Vince is close to 80 fucking years old. And seriously, if I was talent and I had to work under Vince, right now I would probably ask for my fucking release, because the guy was out of touch. And he just did it too long. He overstayed his welcome as head of creative way too long. I get it's his company. He could probably try to come back even now, but I doubt Endeavor would want that. Yeah, they want Dana White. He's a fucking ass. He's the head of UFC booking, whatever the hell it's called, creative and booking the fights. But Dana White's not 80, at least. He's a lot younger than Vince. So that's why Endeavor keeps him. And I guess Dana White is a good matchmaker, booker of fights. I don't know. I don't follow UFC anymore. But I'm sure they put on good fights and good matchups. But I love WWE way more. I love pro wrestling 1,000 times more than MMA. I don't dislike MMA. I have some fucking old school UFC right here on DVD. I loved old school UFC. When I was growing up as a teenager, late 90s, early 2000s, I was renting a ton of UFC pay-per-views. But here are some I own. UFC 3 with Ultimate 8, UFC 8 on it. The DVD UFC 8 is also in here. UFC 10, back when they were only the tournaments with no rules at all. You could pull hair and bite. UFC Brazil, right there. These boxes, the artwork is awesome. The covers were awesome to early UFC shows. UFC 5, Return of the Beast, Dan Severn. There it is. Here's UFC 9. UFC, what number is this? I don't know. UFC 8 or 7. I think this is UFC 7. Brawlin' Buffalo, Ken Shamrock on the cover. So I like MMA. I just don't. And I love early UFC. And like UFC from over 10 years ago, I followed it. When I was still following it when like Ronda got knocked out by Holly Holm and lost. I followed it then a little, but I don't follow anymore. I don't got time. I'd rather watch more wrestling and have free time. So let's go to the Fatal 4-Way and predict it. Roman defends the Universal WWE, not Universal. It's called the Undisputed Universal Championship. By the way, if Cody does win the Rumble or the Chamber, he could challenge for the World Heavyweight title, I guess. But to me, that'd be stupid. He should go after the Universal Undisputed Championship, because that is looked at, to me, as the WWE title. That goes back to the 60s, 70s, 80s. I know it's a different belt, It's a different name. It's not the WWF Championship. It's not the WWF Championship that Dusty Rhodes held up in Madison Square Garden. The title he never won. The title Cody and his family, the Rhodes family, have never won, never held. I think Goldust in his prime, he was good enough. He could have been a WWF champion for a short reign. He would have got a ton of fucking heat. He would have been a great heel as champion, but they never gave it to him. But Dustin Rhodes was good enough. He could have been, should have been a world champion. Of course, Dusty, NWA champ, 3 times. If Cody challenges for a world title, he needs to go after Roman's title, not the world heavyweight title, because that's a new fucking belt that has only been around almost a year. And Seth Rollins, I want to praise him. I want to put him over. You've done a hell of a job as world heavyweight champion in building up that title to mean something. So, Fatal 4-Way, Roman defends against LA Knight, Randy Orton, AJ Styles. This is a mega match. 4 mega stars. I feel like LA Knight isn't getting huge, loud reactions anymore. I don't know why. I feel they cooled him off. They need to heat him up again. And, I don't know. I feel like he's not getting cheered that much anymore, and he should be. But hopefully he takes the U.S. title from Logan Paul. Does L.A. Knight? Yeah. Fatal 4-Way, I see Roman Reigns. Sadly, Roman retains. That's my prediction. They're not going to have him drop it before WrestleMania. Some think he should go until after SummerSlam to defeat Hogan's record. I disagree. He should not. It's a different title belts anyway. Roman is an undisputed Universal Champ. Hogan was a WWF Champ. So you could argue they're different titles. You could also argue that the Universal Undisputed title is combined with the WWE title history, I guess. In WWF title history. But at least Hogan, 4-year title reign, at least he appeared. Or he appeared more than Roman on TV. I'm pretty damn sure. And he defended it a lot more on house shows. Even though he defeated the same guys over and over on a lot of house shows, he was like defeating Harley Race, One Man Gang, Kamala. I already said Harley Race. He was defeating Savage a lot in 86. He was retaining by DQs and stuff, and retaining by just defeating a lot of the same guys over and over. But again, Hogan defended the title over 400 times. Roman has done it, I think, less than like 50. But Roman retains, I believe. Let's get to the women's Royal Rumble match. Will we see an appearance? And in the men's, I don't know if his contract's up and he's free and he's a free agent right now. I don't know. But Okada's announced he's leaving New Japan. Okada wants to go to, I guess, work in the United States. Maybe he'll sign with Impact, TNA. Who knows? Maybe he will. I doubt it, but he would get a bigger payday going to AEW or WWE. That would be shocking if Okada picked TNA. That'd be funny. But will Okada appear in the men's Rumble and make his WWE debut? That'd be shocking. That'd be awesome. That'd be so awesome. I prefer he goes to WWE because they're my favorite company and I watch them the most. I like AEW, but I'll be honest, I like WWE more. Probably because I grew up watching them. And I prefer Triple H over Tony Khan. But does Okada appear? I don't know. I hope so. That'd be great. Maybe he shows up on the Raw after the Rumble. I don't know. Maybe he shows up, debuts at WrestleMania as a mystery opponent. Maybe debuts at the Raw after WrestleMania. I don't fucking know. But Okada, if you hear this, if you see this, I'm sure you have people talking to you saying go to AEW, go to WWE. I don't know. But Okada, go to WWE. It's the major leagues. You could main event a WrestleMania next year. You could wrestle at You could wrestle at a WrestleMania. You've done it all in Japan. You wrestled in AEW already. Like to me, let's just make an example up here. Would you want to play for, let's say, forever? Would you rather play, I don't know if they're still around, but the Arena Football League or the U.S., what the hell is the USFL? I know in the XFL have combined. I forget their name. United Football League or something, I don't know. But would you rather play for the XFL and USFL for your whole career, or play in Canada, Canadian Football League, for your whole career, or would you rather play in the NFL for a top franchise? That's how I see it. If I was a professional athlete, would I want to be stuck in a minor league sports league? Now, Canadian Football League has been around a long time. I know that. But to me, the NFL is number one. They're the major leagues. It's like baseball, for an example. For your career, would you rather be in the minor leagues forever or in the major leagues? To me, WWE is the major leagues. So Okada, please go there. Now let's get back to the Women's Rumble. Please, this woman, I've begged her on Twitter, X. I've tweeted about her. I've tweeted at her. I've tweeted at Triple H. I've tagged them together. Please, Triple H, WWE, Endeavor, whoever the fuck signs talent, Nick Khan, please sign Julia and get her to appear in the Rumble. I guess she has a contract till March, I think, in Japan. But make a fucking agreement or something and get her to appear in the Rumble and debut. That'd be awesome. Or she could debut in March, but Julia in the Women's Rumble would be so fucking good. That'd be so awesome. So if she doesn't appear in the Rumble, that's okay, but I would like to see it. And Julia, please go to WWE. I will continue to beg you on Twitter to go to WWE. She's great. Great talent. She has a great look. She needs to be in WWE. Julia. Will Sasha Banks appear and return to WWE? I don't believe the rumors that she's for sure going to AEW. The fuckers that report that, they don't know. They don't fucking know the truth. Nobody does until after the Rumble. Then after the Rumble, you could say, oh, she appeared in the Rumble, and we all thought she was going to AEW. But plans changed, and she got signed the last minute by WWE. No, fuck. Any talent that's free could get signed the last minute. Like, seriously, these reporters, wrestling reporters, don't know shit. Sometimes they're right. And I don't like it that they want to spoil returns. I don't want to hear about who's returning in the Rumble. I want to be surprised. I think Naomi Trinity is coming back. I believe she might be in the Rumble. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm just a fan. But I think she has a good chance of coming back in the Rumble is Naomi. She had a great entrance always in WWE. She'll get a huge pop if she appears in the Rumble. Julia, I don't expect in the Rumble, but I would love to see it. Hope it happens. Sasha, I don't expect, but I hope it fucking happens. And Naomi, I think she could come back. And I hope it happens. Other surprises, I don't have a clue. They need 30 women. On the main roster, I think I could come up with like 20 names, maybe. Or 25. But you're going to need a lot of NXT call-ups. I don't know if Roxanne Perez will be in it again, like last year. But I would get Kiana James in there. She's damn good. Kiana James. Gigi Dolan, I'd like seeing there. Nikita Lyons. Laya Valkyrie, put her in there. Your NXT Women's Champ. Carmen Petrovich, put her in the Rumble. I know she's young. I don't care. Put her in. I like her. Xia Li will probably return and be in it. I don't expect Tori Wilson to come back. It's a surprise. She's already done that. I don't expect Tori Wilson. I don't expect Victoria. I doubt it. I don't expect many names or divas from the past. The only one I think could appear is Trish. Maybe. Trish had a great run when she was back last year. But out of Sasha, Julia, Naomi, I would pick Naomi to for sure appear. Again, I'm guessing. I'm just predicting. The winner. Oh, Liv Morgan. She'll be back. I hope. She can be injured still. Those stupid weed charges were dropped, I believe. The misdemeanors. Drop them all. She did nothing wrong. I don't think she did anything wrong. It probably wasn't even her weed. But, yeah, they said her car stunk of weed and she was going back and forth in between the lines. That's not good, but guess what? She didn't hit anybody or crash or hurt anybody. But, yeah. Liv Morgan hopefully comes back in the Women's Rumble. I have missed fucking seeing her on my TV. I love Liv. She's great. She can do all the weed she wants. I don't care. It should be legal anyways in every state. And it's a fucking joke that the Republicans don't want weed legal. They're living in the fucking dark ages. They think they're living 40 years ago where they thought pot was a fucking major hard drug. No, it isn't. I know people that smoke it and they are fucking chill as hell and they don't cause trouble like alcohol does. I don't smoke. I never will. But I'm for it being legal. It's fucking ridiculous and a joke that Liv had to get arrested over it. And yeah, if she was swaying her car and driving fucked up, she should get a warning to pay a ticket, not get arrested for it. Like, she could have been warned. We pulled you over because you were driving erratically, so you're getting written a ticket. Not fucking take her to jail and try to charge her with felonies and, like, pot, whatever the fuck the charge was. I think they dropped it to a misdemeanor. I hope she doesn't even have to appear in court. Drop all the damn charges. She's a great, good person, is Liv Morgan. And if she was messed up on it, she shouldn't have been driving. But it's a little mistake. Again, she should have had to pay a ticket, not get arrested. So Liv returns, I hope. She's been gone way too long. I can't think who else could return. I don't know. But here's my prediction for the Women's Royal Rumble winner. Becky Lynch wins. Becky Lynch wins. The man goes and challenges Mommy at WrestleMania 40. The man versus Mommy. That'll be great. Great matchup. That's a WrestleMania main event. The man versus Mommy. Two of the most over women the WWE has. Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch. Still two of the most over women. Now some want Bayley to win and think Bayley should win the Rumble. I don't think she will. But I love Bayley. And some think Sasha will win if she returns, and some are predicting they want to see Sasha versus Bayley at WrestleMania. I don't think that will happen. Unless Sasha would return and turn on Bayley and join Damage Control, then I guess we could get Sasha versus Bayley at WrestleMania. Or we could get a triple threat, Bayley, or Fatal 4-Way at WrestleMania. Bayley, Bianca, Sasha, Io. And have the Kabuki Warriors at WrestleMania win the women's tag titles. But yeah, my prediction for the Women's Rumble, Becky Lynch. For the men, CM Punk. Hope you enjoy my Rumble 2024 predictions. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I can't wait for Saturday night in the Royal Rumble.